Whiskey Jason here. Whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. And hopefully, as you notice, I'm in Ireland today at West Cork Distillery with a brand new finish series range. So we have the Calvados finish, we have the rum finish, the sherry finish, the port finish, which we know from the 12-year-old, and we have here the virgin oak finish. So I'm going to try these today. I'm going to get rid of the bottles so I have a little bit more room. Very, very interesting. End of March, beginning of April, I actually will be in Ireland visiting a few distilleries. Currently, there should be 31 different distilleries in Ireland. I've visited so far 14 of them. I plan to visit another 14, so I've had most of those. I'm still missing a few, but hopefully on the April 1st, I think, is the day I should be at West Cork. So West Cork was founded in 2003 by three friends, John O'Connell, Dennis, and Gur, I like the name, Gur McCarthy. Now, they started in Union Hill, and then they were basically in the back of a garage making tiny little bits of spirits, let's call that. They're West Coast distillers, not just West Cork whiskey, because they also produce a lot of gin and other products there. So then 2013, they finally moved to the city, or the place called Scriberin. If you don't know what it sounds like or how it's spelled, they actually had their own little edition there from West Cork Distillers as well. Single cask editions, very interesting. And so 2017, they actually built a second distillery because they had a financial input, let's say that. Well, that financial input almost broke their neck is what I'm going to say because in the end of 2019, they bought back all their shares here from Holloway for a total of 18 million euros. So luckily, the Ireland Strategic Investment Fund gave them some money. They did a capital reduction of 20 million. They sold off, I guess, $6 million euros worth of stock. And so they were able to actually now become solely Irish owned, and no longer the evil British UK people are no longer involved there. So this is 43%, yay. This is non-chilled filtered, yay. There is no color added. This is excellent, yay. Very, very well done, guys, on that. And this was actually matured in first fill bourbon casks, just like the other four as well. And this received a finish in Kelvin Cooperage casks. So whiskey base number 147832. Now over here in Germany, I can pay anywhere between 23.90 and 27.90. So about 26 euros, to be honest. West Cork produces a lot of spirits. Up to 4 million liters of pure alcohol a year. That's a lot. All right. And what they do is they actually fill up the bottles up to 700,000 bottles a week. And that is a lot of the things for Lidl. So even in Germany, we get products from West Cork that we don't know about usually. The generic supermarket brands from Lidl are from Ireland all now than the West Cork products. Very, very nice. All right. John O'Connell, I like the guy. I haven't met him yet, but I've watched a few of his talks on YouTube where he talks about the Irish whiskey industry in the position as the expert for the Irish whiskey industry. He knows his stuff. He has a PhD in food chemistry. He is a true scientist. All right. Very, very good. So my nose says, I'm getting a lot of green wood, to be honest. Now, I'm so happy that they no longer have that 12-year-old. From the rum, the port, the sherry, I wasn't a big fan of that. That was old coolie juice. Not really something I appreciated. They used second, third fill casks, I'm sure, and they tried to mask that bad aftertaste with a finish, more or less successfully. And now they have their own juice, finally. Yeah. Irish whiskey, renaissance, revival, resurrection, I don't care what you say. I love it that they finally have their own juice. So we don't just have Bushmills and Middleton, but now we have actually from Dingle. We have actually here now from West Cork, and we have we've had Pierce Lyons and other of the new distilleries actually putting out their own juice on the market and not just source stuff, and I'm so excited about that. So my nose, as I said, it's very, very wet wood. Now, I have the feeling that Kelvin Cooperage did not air dry these casks. It seems to me that it would be more like a kiln dried cask due to the greenness of the wood, but hey, what do I know? I only worked as a cabinet maker for 4 years in the States as a teenager. All right, Solange, I'm not going to compare it to anything today because I don't have anything from Ireland with a virgin oak finish at the moment. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Wow. I really enjoy the viscosity of this whiskey. You really notice as it's non-chilled filtered. There's a thickness, there's an oiliness to this whiskey, which I'm not normally used to, except for maybe the pot stills from Redbreast. This is very good stuff. Unfortunately, I don't like the finish. The virgin oak here is just not my thing. It's woody, it's green, it's young. It just doesn't taste like I think the whiskey could or should, but I do applaud you for experimenting. This might actually be exactly what you want for a whiskey from Ireland if you say, hey, I want instead the floral, fruity notes, this should be a little bit of a woody moment, a lot of that, almost like a wet sawdust moment. If you like it, this is going to be exactly what you want. I personally am looking forward to the sherry, to the port, maybe even the rum. I'm not sure about the Calvados. Me and Calvados, we haven't been friends. And all the different finishes I've tried, the Affinity, for example, from John Glazer from Compass Box was just not up my alley. And also the Calvados finish from McMurra that I also tried here on my YouTube channel still didn't cut it. It was okay, but it wasn't something to write home about. Same thing here. I'm going to give this a C minus for my taste, and yet I'm going to give it a C for value for money, which I very rarely do, is that I give a higher value for money than the taste itself, because I think this is actually something, at least one of these bottles from the new core range or the limited edition series here that you have to try and have to get your hands on, if at all possible. West Cork is actually sold in 70 different countries, which I was amazed at actually reading, and so the chances of actually seeing this one day in your neck of the woods is fairly high. WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Europe tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Hopefully it won't be rare for long. No one else has done a video about it. That's why I can do it. That's my role. And thank you very much for liking, subscribing, telling others about this crazy guy over here in Europe tasting things you might not ever see. And every once in a while I'm quicker than the competition and you might actually see this one day. All right, look forward to my other rum, port, sherry, and Calvados West Cork bottlings. All the best. Bye-bye.